Welcome to The Explainer. Sometimes to understand a massive global movement, you don't need to look at years of data. Sometimes you just need to zoom in. So today, we're going to look at just one single day to see the incredible power of the Korean wave in action. And that day is October 15th, 2025. This 24-hour window, it gives us this perfect crystal clear snapshot of why Hallyu, which, literally means the Korean wave, isn't some passing trend anymore. Oh no, it's a full-blown global cultural force. So let's start with the heartbeat of the wave, right? K-pop. Because on this particular day, the industry wasn't just dropping music, it was setting a totally new standard for what global success even looks like. It was rewriting the rulebook. So what does that domination really look like? Well, it looks like this number, 8. For eight straight weeks, the #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 wasn't from a big American star. It was Golden, the theme song from the animated movie K-pop Demon Hunters. Think about that. 8 weeks at the top. That's not just a hit, that's a landmark. And the artist behind it, Lee Jae, he absolutely nailed it. In a press conference, he said that his biggest source of pride wasn't just hitting #1. It was getting to share Korean culture with everyone. And that idea, that's really at the heart of this whole thing. So why did this one song connect so deeply with so many people? It was way more than just a catchy chorus. Lee Jae actually insisted on keeping authentic Korean lyrics in the song. And the story? It was based on his own real, raw experiences as a trainee. That honesty, that cultural touch, it didn't push people away. It actually pulled them in closer and got them talking. But here's the thing, Golden wasn't some kind of fluke. On the exact same day, you had Blackpink's Jisoo just smashing records left and right with her single Eyes Closed. It was trending at #1 on YouTube in 74 countries, and she became the fastest female solo artist to hit 1 billion streams on Spotify. I mean, it's this incredible wave of success, all happening at once. And it goes so much deeper than just the pop charts. Also on this day, the Color in Music 2025 festival announced its lineup, and it's a perfect example of just how deep the talent pool is. You've got legends from every genre, ballad icons like Lee Sora, hip-hop pioneers like dynamic duo In Yoon Mireille, and new school heroes like Lee Young-ji. The diversity is just amazing. All right, so this creative explosion wasn't just in the music world. On that very same day, October 15th, the world of K-drama was also signaling that it had entered its own new golden age of storytelling. And right at the center of this new wave is a genre that's taking the world by storm, the life drama. The focus here isn't big, epic romances or crazy thrillers. It's about the small, warm, and super relatable stories of normal people just trying to figure things out. In a world full of blockbusters, this is like a quiet revolution, and it's happening because we're all hungry for something real. And the perfect example, this show that's really driving this trend, is The Dream Life of Mr. Kim. It follows a totally ordinary office worker on his journey of personal transformation, and this quiet, heartfelt show became a massive global hit. It's just proof that people want to see stories that feel like their own lives. You can see this really smart, strategic evolution happening. I mean, the classic romances and thrillers, they're still huge. But this new wave is intentionally branching out. We're seeing more shows that dive into complex social issues, explore different kinds of family structures, and tell really authentic stories about what it's like to be young today. So, how are all these amazing news stories getting out to the world so fast? It's all about mastering global streaming platforms. On October 15th, a bunch of highly anticipated shows were announced for simultaneous global release on services like Netflix and Disney+. That means a new drama can literally become a worldwide event overnight. Okay, so let's step back for a second. When you look at everything happening on this one day across both K-pop and K-drama, a really clear pattern starts to show up. So what's the secret sauce? What's the formula that's powering this incredible global phenomenon? Well, it really boils down to 3 key things. First, you've got a new generation of creators, people like Lee Jae, who are bringing their real personal stories to their work. Second, there's a real commitment to telling new kinds of stories that are diverse, relatable, and aware of the world around them. And third, there's this absolutely brilliant strategy for using global platforms to get that content to everyone, everywhere, instantly. This single day in 2025 gave us an amazing snapshot of a cultural force just operating at its absolute peak. It's dynamic, it's diverse, and it is dominating on a global scale. And it leaves us with one massive, really exciting question. If this is what just one day looks like, what in the world is the Korean wave going to achieve over the next 10 years?